shit. The excitement's too much.
I'm giddy now. Right. Let's sync it up.
Oh, we're back, baby.
We're back, baby. I don't even know whose turn this is.
And welcome to Shut Up and Answer the Question. I am Sean Antony.
I'm Ethan Lawrence.
That was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it?
I nearly went for it. I was maybe half a second away.
It was that English sort of politeness war thing. No, you first. No, you first.
Oh.
How you doing, bud?
The show where we answer a question. You forgot that bit, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, you're not so smart now, are you?
Oh, it's been a while.
It's actually genuinely been a really long while.
It has.
I'm good, Sean. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. So,
15 episodes deep as of today.
Yes. Oh, man.
Many more in the bank.
Many more.
And now we're banking them still.
We're still banking them. We're still doing Just the Boys episodes as well. So let us know what you prefer. The chaos of just us two, or when we're actually somewhat kind of civil.
And if you say guests, then the pod output is going to slow down at some point. Because there's only a finite number of people in the world. Especially even more finite when it's like, who can we get? I spoke to Tom Cruise, but he wasn't interested.
Yeah. Well, he was worrying about the aliens.
Yeah.
That was sort of in his soul.
He was
whatever it is.
Not only that, he was planning his next escapade.
Ah.
He was like, oh, what large thing can I throw myself off now?
The world.
The world. I mean, it would be in character for Tom Cruise to go into space for Mission Impossible 16.
I mean, he must be pissed that Katy Perry got there before him.
Although I reckon he's sort of like, yeah, but that was only low Earth orbit. I'm going to the moon.
Or he's going to do the next thing and jump out during low Earth orbit.
Felix Baumgartner style.
Exactly.
You remember him? Remember whatever happened? Whatever happened to Felix Baumgartner?
Probably tried it again.
Yeah.
Less successful.
Well, we can't look that up. There's no way. Well, we're here for one reason and one reason only.
And that is...
Are you genuinely asking, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the premise of the show.
Yeah, well, it makes me wonder why you're like, and
that is?
Oh, right, you were feeding me.
Your question...
I thought you'd forgotten what the show is.
It's been that fucking long.
We haven't recorded... It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since we recorded anything?
No, about a month and a half.
Really that long?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Because we did our 3... that we banked before, and then we did quite a few guest spots because we did feel bad. We really got excited with the guest spot kind of thing, and then
I overdid it. All right, I'm happy to hold my hands up. I overdid it,
but it was exciting and it was awesome, and we've got some amazing conversations there with so many different people.
It got to the point where I was like some people have plugged stuff. And, like, it genuinely won't be relevant, like, if we put it out in the order that we recorded them.
Well, even to the point where James McNicholas was like horrible science that we had to bleep it out. And then and then by the time it went out, I think it was literally the week before.
Well, I was gonna suggest that we go back and edit that to make it that, we'd actually... we put it back, but also then I thought to myself, actually, can I be asked? No, I don't think so. I think it's funnier. I mean, if you've not watched Horrible Science at this point, then I can't help you. Like, it's on iPlayer.
It's definitely worth a watch. It is hilarious.
Oh, stop it, Sean. Let me ask you a question. It's question time, my dudes.
Okay.
Oh, I've broken your pad. Sean gave me a pad, and the very first thing I've done is broke it. Apparently, that's good. I'll buy you a new one.
Sod's law.
I'll buy you a new one. It's like it's just 80 sheet A5 plain writing pad.
It's one that I found.
It's going to set me back 190. Right. This question is from Jennifer Ellis.
Hello, Jennifer.
She asks, Putting the bins out. A job that men genuinely want, or a conspiracy by women to make sure they don't have to do it? We're going for old school joke setup pod today.
Well, it wasn't old school joke setup. It was, I can't remember her name now. Politician.
I thought it was Jennifer.
Lady.
Jennifer was the one.
No, the one before Liz Truss.
The one before Liz Truss, Theresa May.
That's the one.
Yeah.
She was asked that question, wasn't she?
Was she?
Yeah,
I don't remember
yeah.
this. I remember her running through a
Do
field
you
of
put
wheat.
the bins out? And she's like, no, that's my husband's job. That's the man's job. Exactly. That was very accurate. That was...
I'm Theresa May. It's like a slime monster. Go down here. All I remember about her was they said. Do you remember that they asked her what the naughtiest thing she ever did was, and it was like she ran through a field of
Frolic
wheat.
through the fields of
Yeah.
wheat, I think it was.
Yeah, like without the farmer's express permission.
And then didn't she? She did a speech somewhere, and it literally fell apart around her as well, didn't it?
Was that the one where she walked onto Dancing Queen looking like an actual robot?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was throwing her arms up, like actually very Trumpian.
Very. Oh.
Like, the way her arms were sort of like
Yeah.
juttering. And then she came out, and it was like there was lettering on the backboard, wasn't it? And all that
Yeah.
was falling off.
Yep.
And then the comedian Simon Brodkin gave him
yes.
her a P45. Yeah,
That was awesome.
yeah.
Simon, do you want to get on the pub?
Let's get Brothers on. He won't mind me calling him that.
Hopefully.
He says.
Oh Christ! We immediately went off track. Yes.
So Theresa May reckons
Yes.
it's a man's job.
Yes.
But the question that Jennifer is asking is whether that is part of a grander conspiracy. That, like, women have convinced men that they like doing the bins on the basis that women don't want to do it themselves. Misogynpod, once again.
But I never even thought of jobs being men's jobs and women's jobs or whatever like that, especially when it comes to the house. If shit needs to get done, it needs to get done.
You say that, I mean, friend of the pod, Lee Hagger on the Chew the Fat podcast, shout out Chew the Fat, please don't sue us. They had a segment on this when they were talking about male and female coded jobs. And it is a thing. Like, it might not be a thing that you abide to in your house, but there is a certain...
There might be, yeah.
Like, it is very old-fashioned.
But like, that's probably...
Men do the DIY and, like, put up shelves, and, like, the women do the cooking and the washing of the clothes. And the man goes out to the pub, doesn't he? Goes out to the pub. And he comes back steaming.
Yeah.
He comes back steaming.
Yeah, and then he announces how he voted leave proudly.
Yep, he went to the Reform pub.
There we go. Oh, I saw that this morning. My fucking god, dude.
Then again, there was a news story that counterbalanced it that I thought was quite good.
What's that?
So the Reform pub revealed itself, and then there was some literature, some Reform literature with one of their candidates standing outside a pub, and the pub got in contact and they were like, "We don't want our pub on the Reform literature, please. We did not give you permission to stand in front of our pub."
Wasn't that another one, like in during the presidential election? Like, I can't remember if it was Trump or JD Vance. They went into a fast food place to try and get like the old optics going. And someone just went, "Can you please leave? We don't want you here."
That feels like something that would happen to Vance.
Yeah.
Like, he is the most tragic man who has ever lived.
It's because he actually went into a DFS. So please leave.
Get out of it. Now, he's a tragic figure, is Vance. A man who came to Catholicism late in life, and now 2 out of 2 of the last 2 popes actively hate his guts. Like, imagine that. Like, imagine if you were like a Christian or something, and God came down and said that he's not fond of you.
God. And him being rumoured to be the last person the last pope saw as well.
He very much trusts the pope, if you remember that.
But yeah, he just goes in, and then after that meeting, the pope just goes, "I'm out.
I've met Vance, and I frankly don't want to live anymore.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore."
But now we've got Bobby Chicago.
Bobby Chicago.
Yeah, Bobby from Chicago.
Oh man.
God, Sean, I've just thought about this. In the interim between us recording pods, we've got a new pope.
Holy shit! Because we spoke about the Papa, the Pizza, the Pepe.
Yeah, like the last pod we recorded, which isn't out yet and won't be out for some time, I should imagine. It was what was his name? Pierre Batista Pizzaballa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, he has to be Pope on the basis of having the most Italian name there's ever been. But no, it's Bob from Chicago.
It's like, is it proper Italian style or you going Chicago style?
He's a deep dish Pope.
The deep dish Pope.
Hey, here's what I'm saying about it, a pizza, huh?
Get out of here.
Oh God, poor JD Vance and poor Pope.
Please don't sue us, Vatican.
Oh, I think they've had more serious allegations than that. I think.
Okay, so from your perspective, then, what are are there jobs that sort of male coded that would you say like putting the bins out would be?
I mean, like tradition dictates that it would be like the lifting of things, lifting, carrying, moving, shifting, like heavy stuff.
I thought that was going to be a new song of some kind.
I've reached out to Daft Punk, and not only do they not want to come on the pod,
they're reuniting just for that.
They're reuniting to tell me that they don't want to come on the pod. So I mean that's what tradition would dictate. But nowadays, in these modern days of woke, all this woke nonsense, I imagine that like for the most part, jobs just get done when they need to be gotten done.
Yeah.
Based on who's available at the time.
Exactly.
And splitting up the workload. Like, if there's multiple things to do.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you best at, like, household chore-wise?
Oh. That's... Well, one that I do most often is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And I do... That's something that's actually become a kind of a mindfulness exercise for me. So I might moan about it sometimes that I'm doing all the cooking, but I do enjoy doing all the cooking.
So you're having it both ways.
So
you're treating it as a mental health break, but you're also moaning about it.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Well, like, sometimes if you're doing it and you're like, oh, you can really get into this. Other times you're just like, just fucking put that in the oven, sling that in.
Crepes again.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's every Saturday for us. We've got Pancake Day. So
there's one on the calendar as well, Pancake Day.
I know. Well, why is it once a year? Fuck it, do it once a week.
I'll tell you why. It's so you can get rid of all your eggs and milk ahead of Lent.
Yeah. Well, how about the people who don't sort of subscribe to that kind of way of life? They might just want to have pancakes.
I'm gonna say this now. I reckon 95% of the people who recognise Pancake Day don't recognise Lent.
Too true.
I mean, for most people, I would argue maybe 95% is a bit unfair, but I reckon for most people, it's like Pancake Day, and then I don't need to think about anything for the next 40 days.
Yeah, well,
I'll just get more eggs and milk.
My youngest, she was pretty much like evil genius tactic there. So she does like a cup of tea, but she doesn't drink it very often. But it's like, well, what are you giving up for Lent? She's like, oh, I'm going to give up tea. And you're like, you've not had a cup of tea since Christmas. He's like, yeah, but I do like a cup of tea.
I mean, that's the best way. I think that's the best way.
Yeah.
You still feel like you're achieving something, even though you are functionally achieving nothing.
Exactly. Well, it's the loophole. Like, I'm giving up something that I like.
That
I forgot that I like.
For the last 15 years, I've given up coffee for Lent. I hate coffee.
It's the way to do it.
But because of the industry I work in, I could be like, yeah, no, I'm off it at the minute.
Yeah. Not at the moment. Yeah. Next time.
I could kill for a tea though. Oh.
So as opposed to that, like, what's your worst chore though? Like, what's the one that you hate doing?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of any of them.
There's a reason why they're called shit that needs to be done.
There's a reason why they're called chores, Sean.
Yeah.
They're not, labours. They're the labours of Hercules. I mean, scrubbing surfaces I don't particularly enjoy. Like, deep clean I don't like.
Yes.
I don't like moving stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we had an inspection at the house recently, because rented accommodation and everything like that. So a deep clean was done. And it takes all day. Like, I know this is such a first world problem, but it's like, I understand that a house is a finite space and it will take a certain amount of time, but also, yeah.
Although on the plus side, after you've done that deep clean, you do sit down and you're like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
that's nice.
You do get an actual result from it, I suppose, which is fair. Like, you know,
But it's
you're
the
not
ball
choking on
yeah.
dust all the time. Not that it gets that bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, because here the one that I really don't like is, I mean, I do the hoovering, but just hoovering the stairs, just because we're in a townhouse. There's fucking loads of them.
Lots of stairs.
And so, and it's just that old thing, like, you're having to hold the hoover while at the same time, like, scrubbing it and move down to the next thing. And
I've had to get an extendy dusting thing. Because you've been to my house, like, the one that I live in now, like, the ceilings are so tall.
Yes.
And, like, I'm not a tall man, Sean. And so, like, I've had to adapt. I've got these long, like, these things that just extend all the way out now. Like, I'm, like, standing in the middle of a room. I tested this. I've got one that's so long I can stand at the top of the stairs and clean the front door.
That's probably why, things like that were probably then, like, the women-coded jobs to do. Because if you do give them to a man, he will just fuck about with it.
Yeah, I mean, there is that. Like, if we want to start playing with stereotypes, like, which we can.
Yeah.
Do you take the bins out? Is that one of your jobs, or is it just sort of split?
No, I will take the bins out because I'm doing it while doing other things. So, for instance, so I have a suspicion that I do have ADHD.
Okay.
And a big part of that was because I was describing to someone how I clean. So, for instance, and I do apologise, it is fucking chaotic, I know. But for instance, I'll do the kitchen, but to do the kitchen, I then need to make sure all of the plates and stuff are then in the kitchen to sort out. But then on the way up, I'll then find, I don't know, other bits in the room that need to be done, like, say, washing. The washing is in the kitchen, but I need to then bring all the washing down to make sure that the washing is done. And then to do the washing, I then need to move the washing into the dryer and then move the dryer up to the stuff. And then after doing the dryer, I'll then, I then need to fold up the clothes. So all of this just to fucking fill up the dishwasher. So I have to do all of that. But then one of the jobs that I do while doing that and then moving all of the rubbish that is in the house, I have kids, there is rubbish in places that I didn't even know existed. So I then take that out, put it into the bin, and then take the bin out.
I think I followed most of that.
If that makes it. Jeez, yeah. So
it sounds like you were putting stuff in the dishwasher and then decided to completely clean the house, if I'm honest with you.
Yes. And that's what I get. Yeah, I do get told because, Carrie, she's like, well, why can't you just do the kitchen? And I try. I really try. But the way that I'm doing it is like, okay, to do this, to do A, I need to do B, but to do B, I need to do C and D. And then to do D, I need to do E and then B and then, I think it's probably it's probably side quests in video games.
It's exhausting being you.
But I often have the thought of if I ever got possessed, the demon would just be like, nah, fuck you, dude. What the hell are you doing?
Funny enough, I think we spoke about that in episode 1.
Oh, shit.
I genuinely think we did, about you getting possessed and the ghost having none of it. Being like, nah, he's got enough problems. We'll leave him be. Yeah. So broadly speaking, you'll take the bin out, even if it's as part of what sounds to me like an ADHD breakdown.
Yes. So, but it is like something with the bins. We've got like the what's it called? Like the landfill refuse.
Right.
We'll probably have like one bin every 2 weeks, kind of stuff. Because I've got a bag of soft recycling, the recycling bags, and then we throw that out as they fill up anyway. So then, would that be something different?
Well, I mean, that is different, because putting the bins out is just putting the bins out. But you're going to the tip.
So, no, like landfill, like the black bins. So...
I am confused.
So, like... Okay. Holy shit. Right, we've got the pink bags, which are recycling.
Yep.
Which they just... When they get filled up, they get filled up very quickly here. like where we are. So we'll just put them out as they get full up. And I put them just outside the front door. And then once a week, we've probably got half a bag of non-recyclable stuff.
Black bag stuff
that then just gets put in the bin. But because where we are, I just leave the bin, like the bin men bin, just where it is, and they just drive past.
Let's very quickly define our parameters. So where we live, and I don't live far from you, so I assume it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Black bin for non-recyclables.
Yep.
Pink bags for soft plastics and recyclables.
Yep.
Blue box for glass.
Yep.
And food caddy.
Yes.
Yes.
And then they were trying out, I think it was a purple bag for soft recycling. But they
can shove out their arse.
But yeah.
All
but
this
that's
woke recycling.
Do not get me on woke. Like why people call that like as though it's an insult.
I hope
it's
you
just
realise,
sort of like what is the definition of woke? It's just being decent to other people.
I really hope that both the people at home and you realise that I'm doing it in jest, because you look like you're getting angry. And
I know. It's one of those things that I've realised that it's kind of like it's a scratch in the back of my brain that every time I hear it, like, called as though I know you're taking the piss, but some people don't, and my brain is just sort of like, you do realise what that means.
I learned all this from D&D. I learned all this from playing D&D with you. I know how to poke you.
Yes.
I know what your trigger points are, and I exploit them relentlessly and ruthlessly.
Yep, and then I scare the other players,
and then everyone's scared, everyone's crying, and then we don't play D&D anymore.
Oh, that was sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can't have any more dead space in the podcast.
Plastic bag. So right, right, from the top. So you got your pink bags. They go outside the front door.
Yes.
You have your big bin, which is round the side.
It's literally on the other side of this wall, which we can just throw the
bag on the
in.
Road.
Yeah, and it's literally by the road, so the bin men just sort of come up, and I don't even have to
Sean
move
lives in a gated community. There is a gate. You have to admit there is
a gate. It's never closed.
I've never seen it closed. Not once.
Because apparently it broke, and it would
it broke!
It broke, and how much it would cost to fix it would be more than just replacing it, or like knocking it all down and rebuilding the whole thing. So it's just...
I just like calling that you live in a gated community.
It's fucking weird, man.
With a gate that doesn't work. And there's not enough money to fix it. It's like the opposite of a normal gated community.
Yeah.
It does mean you can sort of leave your bin hither and yon.
Exactly, yep.
So that's around the side. So what are you saying? You just chuck it in, don't even think about it.
Yep, I don't need to. And then when the recycling day comes, it's easy.
Every 2 weeks, fact.
Every 2 weeks, yeah. I put it all out because it's on a weekday. Carrie has to leave quite early, and then I'm doing it while putting the kids in the car to take them to school. So it's part of the process.
So I would argue, and I'm not suggesting anything about Carrie or to Carrie. And but Carrie, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. The fact that she gets up early would suggest to me that she should be the one to put the recycling out as she's going to the car to go to work.
Yeah, but then it might even be that I've just adopted it since... I might have.
It's a conspiracy. Jennifer's right. It's a conspiracy. She got you. Because you're doing it and you think it's your fucking idea.
Because we've been living together since 2011. We've not been here since 2011.
You've been programmed. You've been conditioned.
Oh man,
she's fully got you. She's perfectly capable of moving the pink bags from outside the front door to outside the fence while she's going to work. But no, you do it while you're trying to corral 2 young children.
It just seems... it seemed logical to me.
That's it. She's playing on that. She's playing on your logic.
But I've just said that seemed logical to me, but you have just heard my process for trying to clean the house. No, that's not even the house. That's one room.
That's a good point. You're not a logical man.
No.
You're a creative. And you have such creative ideas about how cleaning works.
Oh, God.
Wow. Well, I mean, we've still got 20 minutes to fill, but like that's the answer. She's got you fully.
How about yeah?
I believe this conspiracy now.
But okay, so what about the whole outdated aspect of like the chores and which jobs are for men and women? Because I'm pretty like, wasn't it more like back in the yesteryear and before times of when it was like one person was the breadwinner and the other person stayed at home and made sure that the house was all clean and tidy and the chore
yes, but that's
so
also
it was
because
more
women didn't have financial independence.
Yeah,
for a long
no,
time,
that's
and
why I
it's
said, because like there wasn't like you didn't always have to be the man was the breadwinner and the woman was sometimes you had a female, like I don't know, barrister, and then the man just went, like the male just went, you know what, you're earning more than me, I'll stay at home.
It happened. It's very rare. It was very rare,
but it still happened. But then,
like, it's frighteningly recent. Like, you know, it's one of those stats. I don't have it, and we're not looking it up. But it's one of those stats that's like frighteningly recent that like a woman had to have like a man's permission to have like a credit card, like legally.
Fuck off.
Like that was
that's a thing.
That was a thing. Maybe it's in the States. Maybe I'm conflating the two things. Again, we can't check, and I won't. So I'm just stating it as fact on a podcast. Because that's how it works. Come at me, Joe Rogan. Please don't sue us.
Jesus.
But like, you know, that was sort of the thing, wasn't it? I mean, like, you know, we don't have to go back too far before, like, you know, there was things like dowries where, like, you know, you essentially selling your daughter into marriage.
I don't know. Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Well, yeah. Or like, yeah.
We live in a terrible world, sure. It's better now, though. It's better now that it's woke. It's better now. I said it's better now. I wasn't.
I don't know. It's just I don't know if it's because I'm a father to two girls or if I was that way thinking before anyway. But it just sort of it always makes most sense that there's nothing about it. Like as long as you just treat everyone equally, then like with the fairness, then there's nobody that's going to get upset except those that are greedy. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought now we're in an age where there isn't like you can't have like I don't know, someone's a bus driver and they can support the household for everyone living in it. Like now it's every person that is of working age has to have at least one job. It's not even like
time was one person in a marriage could have a career, and that would pay for it. House, kids, all that.
You could go on a holiday and not worry.
Like, you know, you used to be like, you know, something like a bus driver, like, you know, something like, you know, they'd stay in those careers their whole lives, and like, you know, they'd do everything like that, working down the bakers, being a bakerman, a butcher, all these jobs,
candlestick maker,
all of those. You don't get many of them anymore, do you?
No.
Apart from the repair shop. The repair shop is the only place where these people are now. Like,
the repair shop is a treasured institution.
It's a treasured institution. It's just sometimes some of the stuff they do, because I was watching an episode recently, and like you know they've got the core group and everything like that. You've got your Matt, you've got you got your
Will, you got your Dom,
Steve, you got you know.
Oh, Steve, you legend.
So you know you got all that.
If any of you guys want to come on the pod, please, please do.
I did reach out to one of them, but I won't say who. Didn't get a response. But sometimes they get someone on because like there's a very specific thing that has to be done, and it's outside the purview of someone who's like a carpenter or a metalworker or something like that. And they always find someone who's like very, 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 very specific thing is they know they're the only person in the country who knows how to like fix a tuba.
Fix a tuba, or there was the one dude who does the books, and that is so satisfying to watch.
There's a girl as well, Greek she is.
Yes, I saw one episode.
She did a map, like she fixed a map. And like I looked her up, and I was like, she's got like a master's degree in like making paper good.
Oh,
that's not the name of the masters. And I feel like I'm undermining it a bit by saying making paper good, but I can't
cartography.
Remember. No, because it's not specifically maps. Like, she's just good with, like, paper.
Oh,
like, if you bring her, like, a shit bit of paper... If I bought her this pad that I broke earlier...
she'd fix it.
She'd fix that lickety-quick. Don't you worry about that.
But
I don't think that would go on the repair shop.
But
this is my treasured pad. Please fix it.
Where did you get it from?
QD?
I got it from QD. It's been in my family for 3 months.
It is, because that's a little bit upsetting as well. Like, you're not going to be able... Like, you can follow that kind of passion of wanting to do something like that, and there's not going to be a guarantee of a successful career afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Even
Well, I mean, to a degree, because, I mean, now that there's so few of them, they're so specialised that, like, there's no one else who can do the sort of stuff that they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, off the top of your head, how many paper restorers do you know?
Yeah.
I know the one from the repair shop. And I imagine she's in high demand.
Yeah, that's true.
They've got that guy who does musical instruments as well. Now,
he's a legend.
He interests me because he reminds me of a vet.
A vet?
Yeah, a veterinarian.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you for why.
Fixes the tubers, like, and he's got all those, like, the little weighted things.
Here's the thing. Here's why he reminds me of a vet, right?
You sounds like that.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he talks like that, right? Here's
Yeah.
the thing about a vet, right? It's not just that they got to know how to treat a dog or a cat. They got to know how to do a bird. They got to know how to do a terrapin.
Like, you know, it's multidisciplinary. Like, they have to sort of be vaguely across everything. With him, you can give him a clarinet, he's not got a problem. Give him an accordion, he's not got a problem. Give him a piano, he'll sort it out, don't worry. It's so multidisciplinary.
There's the guitar guy who is awesome as well. But it's the tall, I think he's red-headed guy who fixed the piano and, like, other puppet bits as well, and the accordions.
Yeah, this is the guy.
Oh, that's him. Oh, I thought you meant the other guy. Like,
Oh, maybe there's a few of them.
yeah,
I'm quite
the
behind
slightly
on the
Cockney guy.
Yeah, although he's got a kind of a thick accent as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they're tradies, aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah, that's how it used to be back in the day. They all used to have accents, didn't they? They're all...
It makes you think, though, like, in the future, what are going to be those sort of trades that are going to be, like, on shows like Repair
Get someone
Shop?
to fix your laptop.
Because, I mean, yeah, I used to do that. I'd, like, take apart the old, like, video games consoles and fix those, because then that was easy. I could get a cheap console and then fix it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, nowadays they're so complex. Like,
it's like, it's the old stuff. You take apart a like a NES or an Atari. It is just vastly empty inside. And then you take apart an Xbox. I haven't taken an Xbox One Series X, but the Xbox One, you take that apart and that is just rammed. Like, it's
all chips and everything. What was I watching the other day? It was sort of like, I wasn't watching. I need to be absolutely clear. It was critical of cryptocurrency, right? I wasn't watching the stonks go up. Like, you know, I'm not interested in getting involved. But it was how, like, Bitcoin initially, like, you could mine Bitcoin off, like, just a standard laptop. But now, because they're producing more and more and more, and everything's getting so complex, you can't do it off a laptop. You need, like, one of those old computers that they used to have, like, that took up a whole fucking wall.
Oh yeah, you know.
But it's absolutely studded with Nvidia chips.
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's
awful.
And it's like in some basement in Finland.
When I was at school, I did those. You fill out the surveys to get a Bitcoin kind of thing, and it was sent to my school email address. And then when it hit up, I was like, I tried to log in, and they deleted my account because obviously I wasn't at school for like 5 years.
Oh, and like, you could have got in on the ground floor.
Oh, you could do like, oh no.
It's like worth $17,000 or something at the moment.
I was just doing loads in an IT.
Oh, you could have had a Bitcoin. Yo, to the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean. You wouldn't be doing this
like
podcast
Tom
if you'd
Cruise
done
to
that.
the moon.
To the moon. I bet Tom Cruise has a Bitcoin. One. He has one Bitcoin.
He is a Bitcoin.
Tom Cruise is a Bitcoin.
He's training in a Bitcoin for a role.
Hey guys, I'm non-fungible.
He probably isn't. At this point, he's probably like just completely uploaded as AI, and it's just sort of like a hologram.
Tom Cruise has not existed since 2004. The last thing he was actually in was Cocktail. No, I actually do. I can confirm that at least at the time of Edge of Tomorrow / Live Die Repeat, Tom Cruise is a real person, and I know this because I know someone who was on that film.
There we go.
And can confirm human, or at the very least real. I don't want to commit to human.
I've been told Edge of Tomorrow is actually pretty good.
It's a really good film, especially if you're pretty tired of Tom Cruise, because he dies in it a lot. Like, a lot.
What was the other one that was... I don't think it was similar to it, but it was a Tom Cruise outer space one where he was on abandoned on a planet.
Oh, that's not Tom Cruise, that's Matt Damon. You think of The Martian?
No. I thought...
Ad Astra? I don't know.
A
lot of films came out. That's it. That's the end of that sentence.
I was going to say, it's a weird how, like, there are times when films come out that are so similar.
Well, often, I've read something about this somewhere. Again, apologies for the lack of citation. Please don't sue me. But quite often it's because, like, you know, news stories get optioned.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, things like that. But then also... you can't technically option a news story, like, you know, it's just it's a thing that happens, and so like two studio heads or two creators will be like, oh, that's interesting, and then they write that, and then they find out, oh, we're in competition,
and then they want it out at the same time.
The big one was The Hot Zone, and there was another film as well. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was all about like this Ebola outbreak that wasn't.
Okay.
Like, they were able to contain it, but like they dramatized it a little bit. But like the news story came out, and then like two studios like went straight into like production, trying to be the first one out.
Yeah.
And very, very exciting. I think
that makes sense. Yeah, because I think I read about it in I think it was called Save the Cat.
The story writing, script writing thing.
About how because it's not just a single thing; it happens quite often. Every couple of years, like Armageddon, and was it not Event Horizon?
Deep Impact.
Event Horizon. I was going to say a deep space body horror.
Bugs Life and Ants. That's a good example.
Well, may not be a popular take, but Ants was, in my view, better than Bugs Life.
Do you know, I have not watched Ants since it came out, which was in the 90s, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I have seen A Bug's Life since then, but also not recently, so...
There we go.
I couldn't possibly comment.
Actually, I don't think I've seen that recently either. But yeah, like, it was... Well, the Harry Potter was meant to be the big sort of multi-year, multi-film thing, and then Lord of the Rings came out at the same sort of time, didn't it? And then they've decided to, like, they're redoing Lord of the Rings again. I think Prime are doing it as an anime, maybe, or that might have been something different. But now, at the same time, Harry Potter again has come out as being rebooted.
But also rebooted. There's also now a TV thing. They released a picture of the main three the other day. Did you see that?
How dare they make Harry Potter ginger?
Oh,
so that's what I saw from the news breaking on it, and it made me laugh. I was
all woke in it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure these kids are going to be really, really well adapted after all of this.
Yes, especially after. Yes.
You know, I did that TikTok where I pretended to audition for all the background wizards in Harry Potter.
Yes.
It is frightening how many people think that's real.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I still get regular comments being like, did you get it? And it's like, well, no, because it wasn't a real audition. Like, it was clearly...
Do people think that that's genuine auditions?
I put pants on my head. Like, I put pants on my head in the video. You think I'm sending that to WB? I don't think so. Or is it even still Warner Brothers now? Is it HBO? I don't even know. I don't even know who's making them anymore.
I don't know. Probably.
I don't even know if HBO and Warner Brothers are like one entity now. I don't even know.
It's gotten scary how big those companies have gotten and how they've all just merged into one homogenous, terrifying blob. But that it's like
It's all about consolidation, baby.
Give me the money. Give me the money. Give me the money.
it was like, well, we need to create something.
No create, just money.
Well, I mean, it's all right if you're say an Amazon or an Apple or a Disney, but then even Disney's hoovering them up. They've got Discovery now, haven't they? Yeah.
And they got like Star and other
Fletch, Gump,
dildo. We should have just started naming streaming company names for that 24 hours of no, like the word that was not said in 24 hours.
Oh yeah, who's talking about Tubi now? What was that one that they made? It was supposed to be all vertical. Was that Tubi, or am I thinking of a different one? Basically, there a lot of startup money went into this, and the idea of it is that it would be TV, but like presented in a TikTok style, so it'd be like in verticals.
I do not know. I have actually dubbed a Chinese series that was all in vertical.
Excellent. It wasn't that. It was definitely American.
It wasn't that. It was fucking terrible.
Hey,
I don't know. I think it's because I'm so used to everything being landscape, being able to see so much in a scene. And when it's all focused so tight on everything all the time, it just got a little bit, I don't know, not even confusing. I think it was just sort of, it felt like everything had to happen in such a small space. It felt so crowded.
Well, they're doing that with a lot of blockbusters now. Like they'll shoot a scene with like empty spaces at the side, very specifically because they're thinking to themselves, when this gets trailered, this is going to be a vertical. And I feel like it should be the other way around.
Yeah, it should be.
You shouldn't be making the films for the trailers.
No, but you shouldn't be making the films to be looked at on a device that you're holding in your hand when you need it. When you're making the thing for like a whole experience. That's what
they're making it for the kids now. Though they're making it for the kids, and the kids aren't interested in the cinema.
Okay, take it
or
the
TV.
Lilo and Stitch, the new remake. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
I by the end of it, I was a blubbering mess.
Do you know you are the first person I've spoken to who's seen it, who's liked it?
I
genuinely, I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm like,
no, but it's genuinely. I think they've got over the point of where they wanted to make everything live action for the point of making it live action. This is still live action for the point of live action, but Stitch is more cartoony. And there is still sort of like, it's not just focusing on the technology, on what Stitch, on stuff like that. There is still the person, like the interaction between people, like other characters, while Stitch isn't there, kind of thing. And oh man, yeah. My daughter, my youngest, she's a huge fan of Lilo and Stitch. That's all she wanted to do for her birthday, was to see it. So we went to the Everyman Theatre. And that's
lovely.
And I think that's where it's going to start going. So it's the cinema as an experience, as a total experience,
as a luxury service.
Instead of just going to the cinema, sitting in sticky seats, getting popcorn thrown over you by some terror behind them who saw fucking chicken jockey.
And that was the story, wasn't it, with the Minecraft movie? Everyone just trashing cinemas.
And as someone who used to work in a cinema. Fuck you.
Yeah, don't do that. you bastards.
No, but still, I think it's going to be coming more into that kind of whole thing of, everyone's got a screen, even though flat screens have shit speakers, so you can't really enjoy it as though it's intended. That's why every Chris Nolan film on a flat screen TV is almost impossible to hear. But that's another thing.
Another conspiracy. But yeah, I think it's having films go out of their way to try and enhance the experience when you go to the cinema is the way that should be going, instead of actually just making everything fit into a vertical platform. Sorry, shutting up now. That was a bit of a rant.
So, do you think taking the bins out as a guest?
Oh my god! Oh god! I forgot how unhinged Just the Boys episodes are.
Yeah, I had an out of body experience then, because I was listening to you and I was enjoying like what you were saying, but also like the producer part of my head was like, we're doing a podcast.
Oh man. The whole part of the whole object of this podcast, though, is to just have a genuine conversation and see how it goes.
I know, but
I didn't mean to have that much of a rant, and that was like the third time I was almost going into a rant.
You know how it is sometimes. Like, this is a new thing. It's like, I've not really done like podcasts from this side before, but now obviously we've done over 20 of them now.
Yeah,
and like, I've started to develop like a producer mind. And I like it. I like the feeling.
When we're having chats and stuff, I don't know if you have that same thing, but like there's clips in my head.
I'm automatically clipping stuff. I'm like that. We're going to do that. Yeah. Wait, do you know what? Actually, we haven't put out a clip in a minute. We should probably get on that.
Oh yeah, I can do a bunch.
That's all right. Well, we've got so many guests now. We can like pick and choose. Like, we've got some damn fine eps. Just quickly,
who would you like to see as a guest on the show?
Just before we get to that, just super quick. Conspiracy by women, I think so, because you've clearly been bought in wholesale.
I don't think it's a conspiracy by women.
Carrie's done you, mate. She's done you.
Nah, I'm still putting it as like it's just jobs that need to be done, and it's just whoever is there.
Yep, she's conditioned you to think that. She's done you.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Wow, we've not reached consensus for the first time.
After, how long is it now? Nearly an hour?
It's just over 45 minutes. I did keep an eye.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was dragging it back, because now we're sort of getting to the pod admin bit.
Yes, yeah. I apologise.
No, you're all good. You're all good. Don't worry about it. No, because we've got a visual now. Normally we have a little timer, but Sean's done a wonderful thing. It's remarkable, really. You've hooked up a laptop to a TV screen that's over there, and we've got a wireless mouse and a wireless keyboard, so it can all be controlled from here. And it's like, I genuinely feel like, A, this is a proper podcast now, and B, that I'm in the future.
Yeah. It's great, because not only can we see how far the time on there, but we can see when we peak.
Yeah, which is often.
I'll be turning the gain down for the next episode.
Because you're not going to be screaming, are we? And then we scream so loud. But Sean, you were saying, and it is a good idea, if you have an idea for a guest that we could have, we're sort of, we're shooting for the moon in a lot of cases. And I'm sort of going through my my Rolodex of people that I can get on. But we're looking specifically, and we have spoken about this, for like experts in their field. Because after the episode with Tom the Blowfish Herd, we want to get an expert on so we can ask them a question and sort of pretend that that's the format. Yeah. But really, we just want to talk to them.
Yeah, that was...
Or be talked at.
Yeah, and Max as well, that was a great one.
Yeah,
just
Max
understanding his...
Go back and listen to the guest episodes if you haven't, because they're brilliant, and
they are,
and they're so much better than this.
There's actually there's a sort of a thread of consistency in those ones.
I mean, almost.
But that's the beauty of this podcast.
That's the beauty of this podcast, and it is a beautiful podcast, and you're a beautiful man.
As are you, my son. As are you.
So we're handsome. Credits.
Thank you for listening to Shut Up and Answer the Question. Your hosts were Ethan Lawrence at Ethan D. Lawrence everywhere, and Sean Antony at Sean Antony VO everywhere. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at Shut Up and Answer Pod, or on TikTok at Shut Up Pod. If you want to email us a question, feel free. The email is shutuppod@yahoo.com, SHUTUPPOD@yahoo.com. Our artwork was by Kitsune Kei, and our music was by Eyes on Legs. We want to thank Podbean for hosting this podcast, and we will see you next time.
Shut up and answer the question.
Fucking yes. Oh, wait a minute.